Hello and welcome back to the Temple of Elemental Evil. In this episode, we're going to finish up the Hommlet quest. We are at the castle that's being built in Hommlet. So let's see if there's any work to be had around here. Let's talk to this wizard.
Good day.
Well met, sir. My name is Lucian.
Good to meet you. I am Birdie, the Mage of Hommlet. Now, what business have you here in our town?
I seek adventure and treasure, and have heard this might be a good place to start.
Ah, so you are an adventurer. Splendid. My companion Rufus and I came upon this hamlet some 3 years ago in search of adventure as well. After the Battle of Imrady Meadows 10 years ago, though, this area has been relatively quiet.
What about the recent bandit activity around here?
Rufus and I are here to protect this city from any further activity. However, I might have something you could help me with.
Yeah, what is it?
In our shipments from Verbabonk, we have noticed that some of our requested supplies have failed to arrive. Through our own means, we have tracked this down to the orders themselves. It seems someone is altering our request papers before they are sent.
That doesn't sound good. Go on.
There must be a spy in the labor camp, but we cannot stir up trouble there by investigating further ourselves. Perhaps you would infiltrate the camp for us, pretending to be a new laborer from Verbabonk. Perhaps you can uncover this spy.
Okay, Bernie, I'll check into it for you.
Thanks. Let me know if you are able to find anything out, and I will be happy to reward you for your effort.
I must depart. Alright, now Bernie, in addition to giving this quest, is also...
What can I do for you? How may I be of service to you?
Pretty good. He's actually
How
a
may
very
I be
good
of service
source
to you?
for magical scrolls. So if you have a wizard, this is the place you want to buy some of your spells to augment your spell book. Because my two arcane casters, the bard and the sorceress, don't rely on a spell book. They have the innate ability to cast spells. I really don't have to worry about buying any. However, I am going to buy one scroll that I know I'm going to need later on, and that's going to be a scroll of invisibility. So go ahead and buy that. And let's get to work rooting out this spy.
Sure.
So we have to go to the labor camp. Apparently, Bernie and Rufus have discovered that equipment being sent to the town, the orders on it have been altered, and someone's skimming off the top, and they're of course too fucking lazy to check it out on their own, so they have to hire outside help to go in and turn up any problems. And that's where we come in. So the laborers' camp is right over here. And let's talk to the first gentleman we run into. What is it? Alright, let's play a role. I'm a new laborer from Verbabonk. How's the work here? This is strange. The foreman did not inform me of any new hires. In any case, I'm Jaffe. Nice to meet you. Now, where did you come from? This is such a wonderful operation here. I was really looking forward to getting to work. Where can I report? This is a wonderful operation. I'm glad you are looking forward to working for us. He's basically just parroting everything we're saying. You can report in right here to me. You wouldn't happen to have any side work, would you? Anything that could pay a little bit more? I would happen to have some side work available. It would pay a little bit more. He's just repeating everything we say. Looks you over as if deciding something. You wouldn't have any problems doing some spy work, would you? Alright, let's bluff him, even though we actually would have no problem doing spy work. No. What is this all about? Well, I'm reporting unusual activity to the traders Ranos, Dabble, and Gremag. I have also been told to sabotage the castle for Bernie and Rufus. I could use some extra help with that. He wants to sabotage the castle, not at the orders of Bernie and Rufus. They're working against Bernie and Rufus. Sure, let's play along. I will let you know if I see anything then. Alright, so we found out that the spies in question are Ranos, Davil, and Gremag, the two guys who run the trading post in northern Hommlet. So let's go check, let's see if we can get any information out of them. Now, before we barge in and start cracking skulls, since we've become intimately familiar with the importance of barns in this fucking game, let's go snoop around the one located behind their trading post and see if we can find anything.
Yes, sir.
And, of course, standing amidst the manure piles and filth is a courier. Oh, excuse me, sir, I do not work here. If you'd like to barter here, you need to speak with the owners, Ranos or Grimag. Actually, I'm new in town and just getting to know the townsfolk. Do you live here? Nay, I come only to collect orders for Ranos and Grimag. I'm charged with keeping their store well stocked. Well, good luck in town. Farewell. Alright, let's try to bluff him. Actually, I just ran into the man who collects orders for the trading post here. Funny, he didn't mention you. Well, this is rather embarrassing for me. Yes, you have found me out. Ranos and Grimag have asked me to keep an eye out for anything unusual happening in town. Please don't say anything to me. My life may be in danger. Alright, so we can sense that he's lying, so sorry, but that just doesn't hold up. You don't look like a spy. Now, tell the truth this time. Well, I will say this, you're quite persistent. Since you're bound to find out sooner or later from those two buffoons anyway, I might as well let you in on it. We'll take care of those two spies later. Now we have to act surprised. Spies? Yes, spies for the Temple of Elemental Evil. They report to me and I report back to the temple, looking you over as if sizing you up. This week's report will be very interesting, to say the least. Now let me go. Farewell. And we have no choice but to let him depart. So now let's try to go.
Okay.
We're not going to take the brute force approach. Let's see if we can try to finesse some information out of Ranos and Grimag. We learned
Will do.
they're not just spies, but they are spies for the Temple of Elemental Evil, which the canon of the Church of St. Cuthbert warned us about. So, what can I do for you, friend? May I offer you the services of my man-at-arms? That sounds a bit questionable. Let's see. I got your courier to talk, Ranos. I know you and Grimag work for the temple. This messenger of yours is, teeth gritted, lying. I cannot say what little game you or he are playing, but he is simply an agent for our supplier. Alright, and let's try to bluff him. Yet he told me your entire operation. I could even point out where you keep your logbooks from the temple. So, perhaps a friendly gift might buy your silence on this rather sensitive issue. No cause alarming the good folk around here. This is not about them. Alright, now since we have no loyalty to anyone, and quite frankly, we're still a bit pissed off from having to do all these menial tasks around town, we're going to go ahead and take the bribe he's offering, so I could use a good magic item. Reaches under the counter. This, okay, and again, the NPCs show a certain amount of awareness of apparently the combat system that's used. This short sword +1 will come in quite handy, I'm sure, and it is my best offer. I think it buys silence quite nicely. Yeah, we'll take the short sword. Take your sword then, friend, and remember what I have purchased from you with it. Sure, we'll remember. Alright, let's head back
Of
out.
course.
And... oh, wait, what did he say? Oh, well, I've already forgotten it. Alright, again, no loyalties. Let's go report this to Bernie and see if we can get any additional rewards. We've already gotten a magical short sword +1. Is it identified? No, of course we have to identify and have to spend our own money. So let's see if we can get the cost to cover that.
Okay.
Alright.
What can I do for you?
Hi, Bernie. I found out who's been altering those orders for you.
That's great news. Who was it?
was one of the peasant laborers. He was a spy for the traders, Ranos and Grimag. Apparently they are none too eager to see your castle completed.
Well, I will need to have a talk with Ranos and Grimag then. I shall bring this up to the town council first. Thank you for your help. Here's 50 gold as your reward.
50 gold? This was a matter of town security, and you reward me with 50 gold? That sucks. Alright.
Right
And
away.
because we ratted out Ranos and Grimag, I don't think they're going to talk to us any longer. Anyway, now all of the Hommlet quest that I know that we're going to do have been completed, and it took a little bit longer than I thought it would. I guess this adds up to about an hour and a half or so, maybe even more. God. But anyway, when we return, we'll rest up to cure this damage, and we'll head out to the moat house, and the slaughter will commence. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.